Francesca Pastine. I am so honored to be in the Cut Up and Cut Out show curated by the amazing Carrie Lederer. I want to thank Alex Kuhn, Stephanie Toole, Michelle Pearson, and Ani Young for their great efforts in putting together this show. I live and work in San Francisco. My work is project-based. I work in various media, including sculpture, drawing, printmaking, and paper cutting. I am excited by the potential of material and its transformation through handwork. I observe, record, and set up situations based on my varied experiences. The resulting juxtaposition of form, content, material ring out meaning and reflect subliminal currents that even I may not be fully aware of. My most successful work is a question rather than an answer. I like working at a slow pace and investing time in things that I make. The work is often formed through an inner logic that I devise for myself, generally taking on the form of accumulations, repetitions, layering, and time and labor-intensive processes. Although I strive for perfection in making objects, the trace of my hand is always apparent, allowing the breadth and imperfection of the piece of work to exist. This is Art Form 44, Unsolicited Collaboration with Michael Clark, and it consists of 3 art form magazines set in a parallelogram. As you can see, this is Michael Clark himself, a curator, giving a high tip, curator and a dancer, and I've cut the art form in such a way that the innards are spilling out in a very painterly fashion. I then screw the art forms to a board and put on a plexiglass box over it. As you can see, the screws that hold the art form in place show, so form and function. And the parallelogram is offset by the tension in how I arrange the art form. So there's this sense of spilling, a sense of tipping over. I began my art form excavations in 2009. My work with the printed media is a meditation of materiality. The magazine becomes not something to read, but an embodied experience. I started noticing that my friends hoarded their art form magazines. Because of their glossy nature, they are hard to dispose of. I was also attracted to the unique square format and the bloated thickness from the heated art market, particularly around 2007, 2008, and 2009. My intervention acts as an archaeological investigation. Using the cover as a starting point, I cut, bend, manipulate, pull, and dig my way through the magazine. The altered, reformed, or deformed magazine reveals visceral topographies of art trends. And this is one of my unsolicited collaborations with Bridget Riley, the cover artist. My unsolicited series is a way for me to mess with authority. I see my art form pieces as an unsolicited collaboration with the magazine, the art world, and the cover artist. The way I create my art form pieces is I cut one page at a time using a cutting mat. For this top part, I will lift a page. I start with cutting the front page and then repeating that shape on another page, then repeating that on another page, and repeating it, and so on and so forth. To create the spill effect, I have to take a section out of one page, fold it over, and then cut that shape. Repeating the process over and over in a progressive fashion so it spills forth. And as you can see, here I've started folding over the sides to create a bulk in this direction. Now, what's important, for some reason, I find this important, I don't take out pages and glue them. I do not rearrange pages. I mean, I alter the page, but I don't put one page, cut out a page and put it at the back, or vice versa. So there's no glue. It holds its shape without being manipulated with glue or rearranged in any other way. And as you can see, I have drilled holes in 3 sections here, which will screw on a board and hang in a diagonal fashion. This mask is from the series that is currently at Cut Out. It's Mitty Rewin Art Form Mask number 54. Instead of a collaboration with the cover artist, I obliterate most reference to the cover art, and the mask becomes more like a singular object. I generally draw a sketch to flesh out my ideas for a mask and then begin cutting. And these are a few of my sketches where I'm working out certain cuts or certain designs that I want on the cover. And these studies are from actual masks that are currently in the show. My process is organic, and I am responding constantly to found images or forms that I create as I go along. The masks do not contain any specific references to a particular region. Instead, relying on my imagination and subconscious, the images evolve from a conglomerate of masks held in my mind's eye. I view the masks as power objects that function in a similar way to ritual masks and totems. The original function of art form as an authority of cultural production is thwarted, and instead it becomes an object d'art that reads as a relic rather than a commentator. Recently, I feel the masks are more relevant than ever. In a world in which we are facing uncertainties with the pandemic, climate change, and really the future of the country, we need to find sources of personal power and control. Through recontextualizing and subverting the Art Form magazine to my own ends, the masks become a way for me to locate personal power. They transfer the authority of the magazine to me and become objects of my own making. I am granted power over an otherwise arbitrary and exclusatory world. Thank you very much.